Where do we start when it comes to creating the foundation of smart manufacturing?
Yeah, it really it's you start with just an assessment, right? Where are you today? Where are you at in your digital journey? Where do you want to go, right? And it's just like taking a car ride and putting on GPS. You're here today. Where do you want to go? And then trying to figure out the steps that you need to drive towards that vision, right? And so we typically start out with doing an assessment or identification of where you are today and what you've got, what tools are at your disposal, and then trying to basically bolt onto that and step forward towards that digital transformation, but just in small chunks, right?
Matt, or Casey, anything you want to add on to that?
I was gonna add, I think that for us too, we've realized how much power's in the data, like you were saying a moment ago. So even starting to collect the right data that's useful to the end users, and as much as displaying it in a way that's really useful, then once you start getting the data, you start building value out of it. Then you start doing fancier things with it. All in all, on a continuous growth mission. But it's been hard when you try and jump straight into something, you got to kind of work your way and make sure that you're building the rapport as well along the way.
Yeah, so what we see, going to hundreds or thousands of different client sites in a year is everybody in manufacturing is on a spectrum. They have some new stuff that they are collecting data from that is connected with Ethernet to a OT network, and they have some virtualization on that platform. And then they have other stuff that's obsolete. They have some slicks. They have some PLC 5s. I saw a PLC 2 earlier this year. Chad's laughing. They're out there, and when we talk about that spectrum of manufacturing intelligence, what we're doing most commonly in those places is trying to add systems that we can then bolt on higher level manufacturing intelligence to without going backwards. So when we're talking about data, there are lots of systems where the process is monitored by Johnny Clipboard and SneakerNet, and we either have some island of automation that we have to put a USB stick in or a thumb drive or go pull an SD card from once a week or once a month or on whatever frequency to get that data. Or even worse, it's a fully manual process and we're fully reliant on handwritten batch records or Johnny Clipboard. They're writing down, this is what happened during the process, and I observe these gauges. And AI is like a million miles away from that. And what we're doing is, how do we add, what are the right places, most bang for your buck, to add instrumentation or connect those systems in the right order so that at least you have the data then and you can start making decisions about how to contextualize that, how to put that in the hands of the people that are going to make decisions about quality or making process better. And then AI, if we get enough data, we can build a model around that and then train, this is what ideal process looks like versus variance. So there's this whole spectrum that we're trying to make more uniform so that these emerging technologies are capable of using the equipment that you have now or bolting onto that equipment.